Your life is not only for today, think about your future too. That's your responsibility. Be someone who has good ethics. Be polite when talking to other people. Sometimes we are given trials, so that we are more steadfast and patient in correcting mistakes. And today's work well to achieve the expected success. What matters is not the problem at hand but the attitude in solving it. Many things can bring you down. But the only thing that can really bring you down is your own attitude. Nothing is impossible in this world. What you want you can definitely get, as long as you have patience, effort, and sincerity in praying. Sometimes we will be tested by the plans we make. Tested sincere, patient and mentally strong. We will never know how good the choice we make. But we know that God knows what's best for us. Look up for motivation not to feel inferior, and look down for being more grateful not for being arrogant. Every time there is a beginning there must be an end and every problem there must be a solution. Do not ever give up. Our behavior is much influenced by who we hang out with, taking care of the social environment as well as possible. No matter how hard you try, the results are pleasing to God. No need to worry and feel lost, if it is maximal. We can hope, but don't dream empty, try to make it happen, even though it's not perfect. We are created by God with our own uniqueness, so stop trying to be someone else. Learn to be stronger when the situation is more difficult. Learn to be better when things get worse. Talking about past relationships doesn't mean you're still stuck in them. Sometimes it is remembered so as not to repeat the mistake again. The hardships you experience are the lessons you need the most. So don't complain, smile. Sometimes we often don't remember what we have, but we often remember what other people have. Man's main enemy is himself. Failure, especially human, is arrogance. There is no need to be jealous of other people's strengths, because each of us has advantages. Envy belongs only to those who do not appreciate its advantages. Never expect to be good if you don't act well. Improve yourself, then all good will come to you. If God wills, anything can happen. For that ask Allah, and do not ask people. Great people are not people who can see the faults of others, but people who can see their own faults before blaming others. Take every mistake as a lesson, don't just regret it. God always guides us when we're in trouble. Look for those clues if you want magic to happen to you. Difficulty is not something to be constantly lamented about. But adversity is something that will make you more persistent and stronger. In some way there is wisdom that will inspire action. Happiness is not measured by how much you have, but by feeling grateful for what you have. We don't always get what we want, but believe me, God gives us what we need. No matter how small the kindness we do will never be in vain. Kindness will be rewarded with kindness. It takes people 2 years to speak, but 50 years to learn to keep their mouths shut. Our part is to try our best. So rest assured, God will give the best for you. Nothing will go to waste if you do it with good intentions. Successful people always have advantages, but failures always have reasons. When we fall, then at that time we have to jump even higher. Be a hard worker who always believes in your own abilities. Don't be the one who always hides behind other people. Life is simple, as long as we don't force ourselves to make it complicated. In every business there is always a path to success. Therefore, learn to keep trying so that you will succeed in the future. Respect other people, whoever they are, and never hold a grudge against anyone. It's never too late to start something new. As long as we still have determination and passion, why not? If you can't respect yourself, no one can respect you. Success is the fruit of hard work. Never give up, not just a dream. Having a better life is a choice between wanting to keep trying or keep complaining. Don't be so quick to say no way if you haven't tried it. If we are kind to other people, they will usually be much nicer to us. The success we will achieve will be in accordance with our current level of fatigue. People who always feel perfect are people who try to cover up their imperfections. Sometimes giving in is better than explaining everything to someone who doesn't want to understand. Happiness often comes from the smallest things we experience, we don't even realize. Anger is not because reality is bad. But it's just that you're in bad shape. Problems do sometimes make us tired, but that's what makes us more mature day by day. The goal of life should be as high as the sky that everyone wants to achieve. It's not like land where everyone can step on it. Please hide from your mistakes, but remember that you can never hide from regrets. Be grateful and don't complain about what you got today. Because it could be one of the prayers you've ever said. The best medicine for all difficulties is patience. Pray to God when you get into trouble. It's not cursing the problem so you forget that there's actually a way to fix it. Nothing will go to waste if you do it with good intentions. Not everything we face can be changed, but nothing can be changed if we are not faced. Having a better life is a choice between wanting to keep trying or keep complaining. When you decide to keep fighting and praying, then God will give you strength. Anger will not solve the problem, it will only add to the problem. So, the best option is to be patient. Be prepared for change, otherwise you will be left behind. Who we are today is a product of the past. Who we are in the future is a result of who we are now. Look to the past with satisfaction and look to the future with confidence. The most difficult thing is to beat your own ego. Try to start by forgiving yourself. Watch for the worst, and hope for the best. Stop lowering yourself. Others will judge you the same way you judge yourself. Rest assured that a person who can only bring down others, will surely fall by his own trap. Don't procrastinate too long. Procrastinating will only get in the way and won't actually do anything. Someone who smiles is not necessarily happy. He just didn't want to look weak. Better to be sad with the right person than happy with the wrong person. Remember, success is the fruit of hard work and never give up. Dreams are just triggers. Never be afraid of failure. Because to achieve success you have to face failure first. Everyone has memories. But trapped in memories will only hinder you towards the future. Don't be afraid of change. Something lost today can come back in much better shape than before. Failure is a sad thing. But it can also lift your spirits if you treat it right. God has a way of resurrecting you in adversity as long as you always remember it. Stick to what you believe to be right even if you are alone. We can't change the environment, but we can change ourselves. Accept that you lost, but never accept that you failed. We may not be able to change ourselves, but we can change our habits. We don't always get what we want, but believe me, God gives us what we need. It is natural to compete with friends, but we must respect, appreciate and support each other, not bring each other down. With dishonesty, you can ruin any relationship, even the best of friendships. When you succeed, your friends finally know who you are. When you fail, you finally know who your true friends are. When your best friend makes a mistake, you don't have to tell all your friends, because they won't forgive you, but you. If you often find failure means you also have many ways to get success. Very happy. I fear failure, but I am much more afraid of failure if it never comes. You don't have to be awesome to get started. All you need to do is try to go as far as possible and set your goals. I never knew that people could be successful without failure. So accept that failure to accept your success. Now is not the time to complain, let alone give up. But every moment is for work. Compete in hard work to be the best. For the sake of family happiness. Where there is effort and will there is a way, so have both and think about your plans. A lie is like a beautiful rose but has sharp thorns that hurt. People who do bad things may not have bad luck, but they have certainly drifted away from good. Success can be achieved because of effort. Effort exists because of a will. Will is created because there is a purpose. Ideals come from dreams. Repeated mistakes are stupid, so if you're late for work, make sure you're not late again when you get home. Failing today is a sign that you have to try tomorrow. Happiness is within you, so don't look for happiness in others. Life will go on. If you stop, then life will leave you. Be honest as long as you can. Lie as long as you can hide it. A little talk is a lot of work, a little work can't talk. A fool is one who worships his big name. Embarrassed to ask a stray on the road, keep asking shy. Don't pay attention to those who talk behind your back, because you may not be the one to talk about. If God has not answered your prayer, be patient, and remember that you are not the only one praying. Work hard to be good, and work harder and smarter to be the best. Many life lessons are not learned from books, but from life experiences. Because experience is called the best teacher. Don't just look at people from the outside, because what you see from the outside doesn't necessarily reflect what's inside your heart. Hopefully not just silent, but keep praying and trying. Dreams are not to be waited for, but also to be achieved. Everything that God created must have a good purpose. Take care of all His creation, lest the good turn into evil. One of the reasons people have a hard time finding happiness is because they always see the past better than the present. No need to worry, every problem in your life is God's way of showing His blessings and miracles. Not everything is a must-try, especially if it's not worth the risk. Think before you act. Life is full of choices. One of the hardest choices is deciding whether you should give up or try harder. Life is full of choices. You are now the choices you made in the past. Choose your next step wisely. Look at life like a nail in the wall. The stronger temptation hits you, the stronger you will become. Never run away from a problem, no matter how heavy your problem is, because it only makes you farther from the solution. The time you spend studying will not be wasted. All will pay off with the results you will receive. All need time. The problem is, we often stop just because we don't see the results firsthand. Everything is determined by intention. If your intentions are good, it will work out well. Maybe not soon, but that's for sure. Take every mistake as a lesson, don't just regret it. Many people are too busy to get more and more. They forget to enjoy what they have. Whatever you find, be grateful with your heart. Never disappoint the Almighty.